thing you need to talk about is your door locks. Something that's going to happen is when you first get your laundromat, or maybe halfway through, you're going to get a customer that's going to be there washing their clothes. They're going to leave and they can't get back in. Now, as an owner, you're going to have to figure out how you're going to handle this. One thing you got to realize with door locks is make sure they're timed right, because what happens sometimes is when you get new customers, or you get people that haven't noticed they lock or don't know, they will literally get locked out. Hear that? That's the sound of money. You wanna know what sound of money is? That's it. Ching, 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 ching. Ching, 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 ching. And here they are. This is off by a little bit, but this is basically 8 o'clock. They came in, they dropped off all their stuff, and then they left. So I gotta change, I got that one, I gotta load that one in dryer next. Basically, I'm drying all their clothes for them so that I don't have an issue in the morning, because they're not here right now, so they won't be back till morning. It looks like they can't get in at, this is 8:10, so somehow these doors locked early, which I'm gonna look. I think these cameras are off by a bit, because I'm gonna see what time it says it is right now. That's the other thing. Cameras, you need to make sure you put them on the right time. Here's a fun fact while we're sitting here doing someone else's laundry. You know why they call these tumble dryers? They call them tumble dryers because what you want your clothes to do is run up, drop, and run up and drop in that tumbling motion. If you ever see it where it's sticking to the outside of that drum, it's because it's basically sucking it into that air intake of the drum. And the heat's actually coming up through the center and going out the back is what it's doing. And you want that clothes to drop through that. That's why they call it a tumble dryer. They're trying to get it to tumble. So when people overload them and they can't tumble, or they have lights and heavies together, they won't tumble right, and they'll actually take longer to dry. So if you have jeans and you have like t-shirts, you might want to separate them. It's just a handy fact with your customers. Most people don't do it. They usually shove the damn thing so full, they don't care. Like blankets. Blankets will take up the whole room. You don't want to put a ton of blankets in there because they won't get to tumble, and they won't basically dry as quick as they should. So it's just one fact for you. If you see them tumbling, that's what you want. If you ever run a dryer and you see a piece of clothing running around the door, just running around, it's because basically one of your rollers that holds your drum up on the front here, there's two of them. One here, one there. One of those is wore out and the drum is actually grinding against the metal frame of the door. And so it's snagging clothes. You'll see them like go up so far and drop. This one kind of looks like it's doing it, but it's not. But that's a telltale sign. If people say the clothes are getting ripped in your machine, it's because these rollers aren't working. You should also hear a good scratching noise too. But when they first start to wear out, you won't hear the scratching noise, but you'll notice the clothes dragging on the inside of that door real weird. Just something to watch out for. Now see, like this one's tumbling pretty good. This is what you want. It's getting hot too. These dryers get hot. That's the funny thing about this laundromat is people always complain about certain things when you have a laundromat. Dryers don't get hot. They don't do that. Whenever I come here, these dryers get so damn hot I can't even touch the clothes. So I always laugh when people tell me nothing works. Nothing ever works there. You'll get that. That's the funny thing about these commercial dryers. In 20 minutes, they can dry a full load of laundry. My unit at home, which I have a Speed Queen, does really well, but they still, the residential models, I have a commercial, but the residential models, it's like 30, 40 minutes later, you still got damp clothes. It's how they can't get that air out. These are open on the back. They get a lot of fresh air. That makeup air makes a huge difference. The way these are set up, totally different than your home unit. That's why laundromat dryers work like that. We want our customers to get in, spend their money, and get out and be happy in the process. We got to keep them moving. Just like a restaurant, you want to turn tables as fast as you can. That's how you make money. I don't need a bunch of people waiting half an hour or 45 minutes for the clothes to dry. When I got other customers getting ready to use them, I don't need a line. You want to keep them moving, and that's what you want to do. So you might be wondering, why am I drying these people's clothes? Well, here's the decision I made. I don't want them to smell like mildew. I don't want them to be upset. I'm going to fold this stuff. I'm going to put it in their laundry basket. I'm going to have it setting in the back, and I'm going to try to be here at 5 a.m. tomorrow to give them their stuff. That's my plan. We'll see if it works. But it's the only way I could think to mitigate this horrible situation that just unfolded. So I don't try to ruin my customers' days, but sometimes this stuff happens. I don't care how planned out you are, how well your system works, somewhere something's going to happen.